Hi, hello folks, it's Glasgow News again. Just back at the Daily Record, the excellent Daily Record online page, looking at some headlines for you. And the first one I see here is shock as dead body found in Edinburgh's Morrison's supermarket. Now, that's it there. Now, this doesn't surprise me because, you know, if you don't die for the food Morrison's give you when you walk out, you die in the shop. And I feel they are responsible for this. That's their fault. They done something to that person. You know, the lassie I'm going out with the now said to me recently that she would have a heart attack if I took her into Morrison's. So this is a common thing. And, you know, it's probably been hidden from the public. So moving on, let's have a look, see what we've got here. Well, over on the right here, we've got whining pedo. Sorry about all this depressing news, folks. There's not much I can do about it, you know. Whining pedo who preyed on a young girl of 8 makes a pathetic plea for friends from jail. Oh, well, we'll maybe we'll deal with that degenerate later. Next one is a woman in a coma. I've done that. A tribute to a beautiful student nurse who died in Ayrshire House Place. That's a shame. The next one is about a sex pest who attacked a 12-year-old. What's going on in this country? That's actually in England, you know, strangely enough. The next one's Alex Salmond. I've moved on for that. This next one here has caught my attention. So let's take a wee look at that. It says, man admits to bestiality after being coerced into having sexual activity with dog. Right, well, we're going to that. Let's have a wee quick look at this. Right then, okay, here it is. Man admits bestiality charge after being coerced. Now, to the not so bright out there, coerced means forced, okay, into having sexual activity with a dog. Well, I'm assuming that's at gunpoint, but we'll find out maybe later on. Let's find out. Peter Gladstone from Inverness. Oh, Inverness. I should have guessed. I mean, you know, I'm from Glasgow, that's why we call it Glasgow News. Well, Inverness is up the Highlands, and they're all well known for shagging sheep. That's right. You know, so now they're taking on dogs. Right, anyway, let's just move on. This is getting really bizarre. Gladstone from Inverness also took pictures of himself in the Anno, a court heard. Well, I can understand that, you know, taking pictures. We all do that. Right, okay, here it is. Here's the building. Oh, God, that looks like a court. It is. The man is set to appear at Inverness Sheriff Court later today. You wouldn't want to be in there. Oof, that's the establishment in there. They're all sitting in there with wigs on and... Oh, my God, we don't want to go near it. Okay, it says here, Gladstone 20 had been remanded in custody since July 16th, pending the outcome of the case, and background and psychiatric reports were called for. They don't tell me, there's nothing here about any kind of help for the dog. I mean, obviously the dog's going to be affected by this, and maybe that'll come later on, right? Maybe that'll come later on. Gladstone, formerly of Rosehall Road, a name that will live in infamy, formed an online relationship with the man who then coerced him into committing the act. So he actually wasn't at gunpoint. Some guy told him to do it, or he wasn't going to talk to him again. Aye, that is coercion. That's mental. That's mental, that. The incident is said to have happened between May 5th and June 17th last year. Jesus, while you were having a good time, that poor dog. Oh. First-time offender Mr. Gladstone also pleaded guilty to possessing extreme pornographic images of himself and the dog. Now, nobody's talking about the dog. What kind of dog is this? Is it a Yorkshire Terrier, a Collie, an Alsatian, or a Great Dane? You know, I would like to know the detail. Where are these investigative journalists? They're a dying breed, aren't they? Dying breed. That's quite funny. Anyway, moving on. He is sickened by his behaviour. This is a young man who has ongoing needs and continuing assessment. Well, that's his lawyer, because what else is a lawyer going to say? You know? Sheriff Fleetwood told Glaston, "The time you have spent in custody is punishment enough." Well, is it? Well, okay, let's move on. Sheriff Fleetwood. Gladstone was placed under 3 years of social work supervision in order to participate in a sex offenders programme. Now, any self-respecting sex offender wouldn't want a dog abuser in the same room as him. I mean, that's the way the world is. So he will have to have his own group. Maybe there is a group of them up there, the sheep shaggers and the dog shaggers. It's bizarre. Now, once again, I'm interested in the dog. What did they do? Did they shoot this dog? I mean, that's the kind of stuff they got up to. Did they just shoot it offhand, out of hand? Shoot the dog? Is that what they said? Now, other things that are not being mentioned here, are they in these pictures? Did they dress the dog up? Was the dog in lingerie? You know? Was it smoking a cigarette after sex? I mean, these are the things that interest me. I mean, it's bizarre, I know, that you would be interested in these details, but this is what makes up the story. And the journalist that wrote this just skimmed the top of it. And that's obviously a stock picture of the court. You know? Usually that court's got dark clouds in it. You know? And a gargoyle sitting on the roof there. Right, okay, so that's about it, boys. Peace out.